Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CJ's Coins and Crafts. This episode is going to be about the one of the commemoratives, specifically the first one, the 1892 and 1893 half dollar, the Columbian Exposition half dollar, as you can see on the screen right there. So we're going to talk about a little bit about the coin. I'm gonna pull this out right here. This coin has been cleaned, so I'm not worried about touching it or anything. So I'm just gonna put that right there. So the 1892 and 1893 World's Columbian Exposition half dollar was obviously minted from 1892 and 1893. The mintage numbers are actually a lot higher than the actual surviving. The mintage numbers, as far as officially, are 950,000 for the 1892 and 1.5 million for the 1893. There was also 100 proofs that were struck for each of the years. This coin is 90% silver and 10% copper, and it weighs 12.5 grams. So the intention of this coin was to be a commemorative for the 400th anniversary of the Columbus first voyage to the New World, and also to raise money to help build the World Columbian Exposition, or the World's Fair, in Chicago in 1893. The fair official James Ellsworth wanted the coin to be based on a 16th century painting that he had owned by the painter Lorenzo Lato. And that picture looks like this. So this painting is supposedly supposed to be a painting of Christopher Columbus that Mr. Lato did in the 15th century. So that's what the original design was supposed to be about. So initial sketches by Mint Chief engraver Charles Barber weren't working out, so fair organizers turned to a design by Olin Warner, which, after the modification by Barber and his assistant at the time, George Morgan, was used. And this is the half dollar, and here is the sketch, the original sketch that was used, that they ended up using. The obverse was designed by Barber, and the reverse was engraved by Mr. Morgan. So the timing in all of this was kind of an interesting bit, which really led to where this coin is coming from right now. So the timing, the commemorative coins, was really a new idea to collectors at the time of 1892, 1893. And the concept of selling them at a premium was really foreign. On top of, at the same time, 1892, that the Barber dimes, Barber quarters, and Barber half dollars were also being released at the same time. So now you have this commemorative coin that's being released, that's being sold at a premium, on top of new coinage that is being released into circulation already. So there was kind of a bit going back and forth between the circulation and this commemorative piece that was being released, that was being sold at a premium, which didn't make a lot of sense at the time. So the initial mintages were about 5 million, which was far beyond the actual demand, and 2.5 million of the 1893s were melted. Fewer than 400,000 of these coins were sold at the premium price of $1, because it is a half dollar, and approximately 2 million were released into circulation. Another tidbit specifically about the timing in all this is that there was really an economic panic in 1893, which was a really bad time as far as the depression is concerned. And 50 cents, the cost of this coin, $1, that 50 cents could make the difference in a family, surviving at the time. So when the average visitor to this fair spent about $1.18, so 50 cents at the time was really a lot to go on. So that really played into the lack of demand and the lack of performance that this coin, this commemorative coin, really led to, which also led to the release of it being into circulation when it was supposed to be just a commemorative to begin with. So, yeah, sales numbers were not that great, and they ended up releasing it into circulation where it continues today. This coin was actually found in circulation looking through half dollars. This coin was found about a year ago, so you can still find these coins, these Columbian expositions, still in half dollars, in the rolls. If you're looking through like the Kennedy half dollars, you can still find these here and there. They right now, I've seen the market range right around the $20 to $25 range, depending on depending on condition. So it is really just kind of an interesting piece for not a lot of price. Obviously, since I found this one in circulation, I only paid 50 cents for it. But if you want to go to your local coin shop and check those out, it's really a cool piece of history because these coins, the 1892 and 1893, are effectively the very first official commemorative coin that the U.S. produced. So I just wanted to do a quick video about this particular coin, the basics of it, and kind of a little bit of the history behind it, on why I think this is a really neat coin and how this plays into the history of the U.S. coinage. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you have any comments, you can send it to my email or put it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.